Thank you, Senator Nybo. It's an honor to now be able to serve with you. Thank you to Trustee Kevin York, John Hakeem, and Judge Brennan for participating in this official event today. And I very much treasure having my family, friends, residents, elected officials, co-workers who are here today ultimately supporting our district's best interests. And thank you for being here, braving the heat, slogging through traffic to show your support. I wish to thank first my mother, Barbara Mazzochi, and my father, Jim Mazzochi, who are both here today. They wisely chose to raise me in DuPage County and to demand growing up that I meet their standards for excellence every day, which is one of the reasons why I am here today. I also thank my husband, Tim Grant, and my children, Bella and Benjamin. I could not do this work and bear these burdens without them, and I couldn't accomplish what I achieved without their support. And Bella and Ben, just so you know, are on a path to be the greatest precinct walkers ever, and they also have a special knack for befriending just about every dog we encounter at the door. And they are truly my joy and the reason why I get up in the morning, so I do this all for them. Our deepest thanks must also go to Patty Belloc, who held this seat for 20 years. Elected officials are given the designation of honorable, and it is a most appropriate term for Patty. She has served with honor, dignity, distinction, and grace, and I am grateful for the standards that she set for this office and for being a guiding inspiration. So thank you very much for being here today. But of course, having gotten to this point, then the big question is, what's next? So first and foremost, I'm going to follow my dad's advice, which is listen to the people. One of the wonderful things about the residents in this district is they are willing to engage, to learn about issues, and they really care about our long-term health and future. They know that Springfield needs reform. They know that taxpayers need relief. They also want to protect our most vulnerable. And they'll sacrifice today if it means that our kids get a better future tomorrow. But they want solutions that work. They want real-world value to be delivered by government, and they really want to know, who can I trust to put things right? That's why I'm here. In 2015 at the College of DuPage, we had those kinds of problems: mistrust, partisan rancor, board member boycotts, plenty of battles. But in the end, we made things right. And the institution is now stronger than ever, and it's something that we can all be proud of. And I credit my fellow board members for having the courage of their convictions to get on that path. With us here today is our current Vice Chairman, Frank Napolitano. Also, State Representative David Olson, former COD Vice Chairman, the President of our Faculty Senate, Richard Jarman, the President of our Adjunct Faculty Senate, Cheryl Baunbeck-Kaplan. Our college president regretfully couldn't be here today, but she is represented by various cabinet members, and they represent hundreds of people every day who dedicate their lives to helping students. So it's a wonderful institution to be a part of, and I'm glad to see that it's in a good place today. And I appreciate that they were willing to stand with us through the worst so that we could focus on our best. Now, if you do know me well, you've probably heard me say the phrase, onwards and upwards. It reminds me always to tackle the problems ahead to reach a higher goal. But how do we tackle the problems effectively? Be accountable. Create a culture where feedback and self-criticism is a productive path to self-improvement. Good government principles, no insider deals, embrace innovation, demand best practices, and financial stability. When you do these things, it proves that you are serious about getting it right, and that's the only way to reach our higher goal, which is restoring the public trust that our institutions really do serve we the people. Wouldn't our state be lovely if everyone in Springfield followed that same approach? and wasn't afraid to admit past mistakes so we could change course and build a better future. Now, we can call it a blessing that it's very easy to find the road to Springfield. Thank you, I-55. Our burden is that it's never easy to repair mistakes, some of which have been 50 years in the making. It's not an easy road, but why have life be boring? Why do what's easy? I'm perfectly ready to hit the road, hike hard, and go down the right road for those who are willing to cure what ails Illinois. And when we make that effort in the right way, with the right spirit, for the right reasons, the result will work. Now, one of the wonderful things about my private legal practice in patent litigation is that I get to live in a world of science. I get to think about things that are new, things that are inventions, sometimes things that are not inventive, but some of the best inventions that I've seen tend to come about by looking at old problems and not being afraid to look at things in a new way. So having the same response to the same old problems, that's not working for us anymore. We need to find ways to change our lives for the better, and that is what will ultimately create value. So higher taxes, bloated bureaucracies, rules that enrich insiders and harm taxpayers, that destroys value, and that's why we're losing confidence in our government. It's causing people to flee Illinois, and it has to stop. I'm very much looking forward to a day when Springfield has innovation and future-focused citizen legislators who make decisions and embrace policies that safeguard our neighborhoods, strengthen our education system, and attract jobs and investment. I want Illinois to be a state that can call the next generation home. Illinois has great people, great resources, and great potential. And I am so honored that you are all here with me today so that we can be on a journey together to actually bring some proven reform to Illinois. Now, that journey has to begin with the State House. And I am pleased to welcome here today our current House Minority Leader, Jim Durkin, who has worked tirelessly to vote against Madigan's income tax hike, his broken and unbalanced budget, defend our values, protect our seniors and our families, and I am honored here today to welcome him to conclude our program. Please help me welcome Leader Jim Durkin.